Why Inferna is both garbage and amazing at the same time. First of all, there is no storyline. The graphics are terrible, or at least low budget, and there doesn't seem to be a point to the game other than killing animals for a hunting party. So my first character was a half-demon because that sounds amazing. I ended up making a new character because when you kill enemies, they drop equipment for every single class. Mostly a class that you're not playing. And I noticed that most of the drops were for a warrior or whatever that class is called, so I made a warrior. Now that I'm a warrior, I don't get near that many drops from my class, but it seems to be better than the drops for a half-demon. Speaking of enemies, all the monsters in this game are real animals that don't even attack you unless you attack them first. That's just self-defense. I don't even like animals as an enemy in the first place, let alone just murdering a bunch that are minding their own business just because some fuck paid me to do it. That makes me the bad guy. Speaking of which, the quests are nothing but kill this many foxes. Okay, I did it. Good. Now go kill 15 wolves. Then young wolves, now black wolves, and so on and so forth. The quests are literally the only thing you can do in this game. There are no other mechanics in this game other than killing animals and shopping, which is kind of a waste of time anyway because drops are much better. Hey, this reminds me of the blacksmith. That fucking blacksmith. So you can upgrade your shit. You give him money and he will make something better, but there is a 90% chance it will work. 90%. That is amazing odds. It's a lie. I fail this on either the first try or second. Once in a while, I won't fail until the third, but that's kind of rare. I'd say the success rate is actually 45% at best. Because of this, I never use the blacksmith. You find better weapons anyway, so it's not super important. And now for the good things. They did this thing with the enemies that I've never seen before. They attack you in sets of 3. So if you attack one wolf, 2 more will always attack you. This sounds annoying, but it's not because your character cleaves super well. This means if you are facing the general area enemies are approaching you, you will hit all of them. And they really bunch up sometimes, so you can be hitting 5, 6, or 10 enemies at once, which is very satisfying. This brings me to the skills. The skills are actually pretty cool. I'm not a fan of the aura one, though, because it's just a damage buff for a minute or so, but I could see how other people might like it. But I enjoy the whirlwind attack that hits everyone around you. It's not actually called the whirlwind attack, but I can't remember what it's called. Because if you only ever use your skill points for that attack, it gets really overpowered, and you can one-shot almost every enemy that is surrounding you, which is sometimes a lot. Plus, it makes grinding faster. The other mechanic that makes this game fun and different are these potions that pull enemies towards you. Now, that doesn't sound cool, but remember, enemies are in sets of 3, so if you pull one, you pull all 3. So with that, you can pull so many enemies. Then if you have a skill like mine, or one that does area damage, you can crush all of them at once, which if your skill is leveled high enough, can be 20 to 30 enemies you just killed at once, which is also super satisfying, even though you're slaughtering innocent animals just trying to live their lives. The only other mechanic in this game that's neat is that you can open a shop wherever you want and put everything in your inventory in it. It's kind of annoying, though, because the inventory has no auto inventory management system, so you have to place everything where you want it manually. Plus, your store looks like a weird stool that was placed on the ground randomly, plus you have to pay like 500 gold for 30-minute increments of your store being open. So there is no point to doing this until you have equipment that's worth a lot. So there you have it. Inferna is a thing. It's not a great thing, but it has its moments. And you might like it if you give it a try. So go try it.